Do a trick for the vlog.
Sick. Hanging out over here for now because I had to bring a bunch of seals over to drop off for the GTR, and while I'm here we're actually making up a Prodigy S8 for Alonzo, who actually works over there at Sheepy. So we're getting this thing all set up and giving it to him since we are literally right across the parking lot. We got him the oil slick one with the blue wheels. This thing is so freaking cool and I'm actually a little bit jealous. I like my Jade one, but different's always good. Okay, Scoot is completely built up, ready to go. We're gonna go give it to Alonzo here in just a minute. I've been riding over at Summerlee Skate Park for the past, what, two or three days in a row now, and it's been a lot of fun being able to be back over at the skate park, ride my Scoot, do spins and flips, because it's something I really miss doing on larger ramps, as opposed to just doing it on the kicker in my front yard. So we're gonna go back over to the park today. We gotta call Steve-O to see if he's available. So let's go get some riding done. Made it over here to Summerlee Skate Park, and might I say, it is not at this very second, but give it 1 minute and it'll be unrealistically windy. It's so bad because of the mountain that's over here. So we're not gonna ride here for all that long, but Steve-O is over here with us. So let's get a few clips with Steve-O, and then afterwards, it's looking like we're gonna go over to my house, ride the kicker. We're gonna make a little pit stop, get some grub. You know how this goes. Right, Ronan?
Yeah.
Right.
Do a trick for the vlog.
Sick. Oh.
See it? Here it comes, here it comes.
You should do a flip whip.
Can I do it on the roller? I'll do it on the roller.
No, you can't do it on the roller. I hereby,
What if I do
owner
flip
of this
double?
here skate park, say that you can't do a flip whip. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in hot, we got Raymond Warner with the backflip double. Okay, he said double whip. Hopefully a backflip double tail, and it looks like it. Okay, he sucks. Connor, what do you have to say about that, dude?
That was pretty clean.
No, it wasn't. Little over rotation, but
my damn knees, Sonny. My damn knee hurts still. Oh,
dude, I was
golly.
super zoomed in.
Oh God, freaking knees hurting.
Where'd you get that?
Raymond's complaining about how other people are in the skate park, so he can't do his trick. Let's see. Oh my. Okay, that was understandable. Yes, sir, coming in hot with the backflip double tail whip. He caught it and he landed it. Oh, with the look back. I just saw you look back at me after.
Dude, my feet like caught and went like this. Like I caught it, and then my feet were like moving around. It's not good. Your turn now. I don't want to do that no more.
Wait, I just flip double?
Yep.
I can't flip double.
I did my flip double like kind of at the bottom of the roller, like right here. They usually go up here. I can't do that. I suck at that because it's so high and like awkwardly placed. So I do it from down here, but let's see what Steve-O does. I am prepared. Here comes the wind, like I told you. What'd I say? Here it comes.
Oh God, dude, that's scary.
It's weird. You got it. Let's go. All right, flip single. Wait, if you what? So you'd rather fronty triple than flip double? I'll take the flip double. Like I'll take that responsibility. We'll let Steve-O do the front flip stuff. I was doing that basically all day yesterday on the other stupid scooter that I had, but I'll let him take care of it today. So Steve-O said he's gonna do the flip single first, and then he's gonna do the fronty whatever. There it is. Is it just me, or when do we flip this, it almost seems like we're flipping way too low? It does, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, we got my Scoot right here. We have the AOS V5 as well as the black Lambo wheels. My whole NV/Vital setup. Loving the Scoot. If you guys want to get one of your NV/Vital setups, just go to any one of your local NV dealers, or you can get a Prodigy, you can get a Colt, you can get all kinds of stuff. Woo-hoo-hoo! It's okay. Go again. Round two. All right, Steve-O dropping in and see what he's got with this fronty triple. How do you not land the flip whip first try? And then when you do land the flip whip, you almost die. And then you fast plant fronty triple, following the almost death you had jumping that.
I almost died and my forks, I think, broke.
Did they actually?
I don't know. Did you hear the noise it made? It was like.
I mean, your scooter always makes those noises. It's like Steve in a scooter.
It's like Steve's scooter.
Steve usually has nice scooters because he's spoiled. He always builds them.
But
Steve, on the other hand, is sketch.
It's like a really nice scooter, just put together by a maniac or something.
It's like Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take that. It's like a scooter built by Steve. It's like Steve's YouTube channel on a scooter. Just kidding, Steve. We love you.
Oh my god.
So Steve-O's gonna get a little oomph right now. He said he's gonna funny quad this.
No,
or at least
I'm
try.
not.
You said
You
if I eat only one chip right now, I will do it. And then you ate one chip. You said if my helmet is pink, along with anybody else's protective gear here is being pink, then you would do it. And that's your pink helmet, and that's a pink knee pad.
What?
If we're at the skate park, you said you would fronty quad.
If I exist, I have to fronty quad. No.
You wanna go to shot though? Just one go?
Nah, dude, I don't have my knees.
All right, how about 2 tries? 2 shots. 3 shots. 17 shots. I'm kind of over the sesh, to be honest. I think it's time for us to go get something to eat and then go ride the kicker. Shall?
Let's do it.
Shall. Okay, so we're over at my house right now, and as you can tell by the title of this video, I have a specific wheel that I want to tell you guys about, and why you shouldn't ride it, why it's the worst wheel that's ever been made in the scooter industry, and a few different topics about it. Before I actually talk about this wheel, I want to set the record straight really quick. I don't ever really come after companies when it comes to my videos. I really try not to call anybody out online or on any kind of social media, but this company in particular has been out of business for a very long time, at least in the action scooter community. They might be around in other areas of making wheels and whatnot, but when it comes to the actual scooter community, I haven't seen this brand in probably the better half of like 10 years. So I'm not really considering this as me calling them out per se, because again, they're not really around. Although, this was a really stupid idea. I don't know why the heck they did this, but they did. I never rode one, thankfully, and I never will, and I'll never recommend them. But I want to talk about a few different wheels really quick. We're gonna take this one really quick. This right here, this wheel, a lot of you that are watching this video probably don't know about. This is a Yak wheel. Now, there are a few different kinds of Yak wheels, but Yak was probably the largest, or one of the largest scooter wheel brands for a long time, but it was mainly in like the beginning of the sport. This wheel was half decent. This one was okay, especially for the time that it was available. One of the things that we used to do to these wheels in order to make them stronger, because of the fact that these are all plastic, is we would put hot glue in between these wheels, but we were really looking for a good quality urethane back then, and this was an incredible wheel for the time. Now, obviously we've come a lot further now, as you guys have seen in today's video. The Envy Lambo 120mm wheels, this is the wheel that I ride. This is an incredible wheel. It's extremely fast, it's strong, and it's lightweight. I think it's definitely one of the best overall wheels. But we've come a long way. We've come a very long way from going from a plastic core 86A urethane, I believe, to an 88A urethane that's actually wider. It's a larger wheel. It fits on most scooters and a whole bunch of different areas. This wheel is about, I would say it's probably 13 years old, 10 to 13 years old. It might even be older than that. It's probably 13 though. I would say this is a 13-year-old wheel, but this, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call the Yak Cheapo wheel. I don't actually remember what the name of this wheel was, but I do remember that they were actually kind of sort of popular because I believe they were 20 bucks a wheel, and for back then, having a metal wheel as opposed to a plastic core wheel was a big deal. It was massive. We only had a couple brands that actually made metal core wheels, and Yak was not one of them, and this is probably why. And who the heck is calling me? We'll be back. From side to side, the old blunt wheel and this wheel, I mean, they do have a couple differences, but from here, you can't really see that much different. It's pretty close in size. Well, they're the same size. It's 100mm. They're both an 88A urethane, and the actual metal core is pretty close in size. Both obviously aluminum cores, but they ride very differently. And this is why. On the Yak Cheapo wheel, there is a plastic insert, a freaking plastic insert on the inside of this core. When I actually hold the wheel closer to you, you can see the white piece of plastic on the inside of the core right here. Now, I don't know what the idea of that was. I don't know if they did that so that you could press your bearings in easier, or I really don't even know. Like, that's the only thing that comes to my mind. Ease of bearing installation. Because back in these days, 10, 11, 12, 13 years ago, there wasn't many scooter stores. So if you wanted to put bearings in a wheel, I mean, putting them in a plastic wheel is no problem because the plastic stretches or whatever, it'll flex when you actually push a bearing in. But on a metal core, on a normal metal core, the metal doesn't flex, it doesn't stretch or anything like that. So it was very difficult to put bearings in. So that's the only reason I would see this being or any kind of explanation for making a plastic insert in these wheels. But as you could imagine, this plastic insert would break extremely fast because metal doesn't flex. So as soon as you landed, all of that pressure going down in that bearing would just explode this little plastic insert. Once that insert is broken, this hole is massive and you can't actually fit bearings in there because do you see the size of that insert? It's massive, it's huge. Again, I never rode one of these, but I had a few buddies that did. Nick Dogger, I believe, rode them. I think my friend Monkey rode them for a little bit. I'm sure I had a couple other friends that rode these. Andrew Broussard, I'm sure, was one of them. But this is the only one of those that I have, and I'm very glad that I still have it because of the fact that this is, in my opinion, the worst scooter wheel ever made. And if you ever see one of these, if you ever get a hold of one, don't ride it for a couple reasons. One of which, they're extremely, extremely rare. So if you have one of these in your personal collection or you find one that's even used, this one's brand new, it's never been ridden. And even if you find one that's extremely rare, hang on to it because it's something that later on in your scooter career or whatever, or if any of your older OG buddies sees it, they're gonna be really surprised. 2, it'll explode, and if you're doing something that's even the slightest bit of a large / risky trick, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble and you're probably gonna have a lot of fake teeth very soon. Don't ride these. It's a terrible idea. It is the worst scooter wheel known to man. I would prefer to ride this plastic core, a full plastic core, before I rode this half metal, half plastic core. So this is a yak wheel, as I said previously. I don't know what the heck they were thinking, but don't ride it. Ride literally anything else. Ride a plastic core razor wheel that you can get for $1 at many scooter stores. Ride an old crappy yak wheel like this one. If you want to go harder, I mean, I would definitely recommend the Lambos because it's the wheel that I've been riding for a long time, like I said. If you have an old blunt / envy wheel, that's a great wheel too. Just don't ride this one, and you'll thank me later. Just trust me on that. If you've actually ever seen one of these wheels online or in person, click that card right there. Let me know. I'd like to actually hear of where you saw it because, again, these are extremely rare. I have only seen myself, other than when they were in the stores originally, I think I've only seen one other one, and I believe, don't quote me on this, it was at Andrew Broussard's place in Vista, and he has pretty much every old scooter part known to man, some of which I own, some of which I don't, but all of which I have seen in the scooter community because I've been around for a pretty long time. That is gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And until next time, your boy's out of here. I can't reach the camera, but later.